Hello, Goodizens! Welcome back to a new episode of Goody Addy's Point of View. Today, we're diving into a heated debate that's been stirring up social media. Sino bang better, the Millennials or Gen Z? Yes, there are a lot of opinions about their patungkol sa issue nito. But for today, we're going to break down their strengths and weaknesses and their unique characteristics para malaman na talaga natin kung sino bang tunay na winner sa generational face-off na ito. Let's start with technology. The battlefield where both generations have thrived. Millennials were the pioneers of the digital age. Sila yung unang nag-adapt sa internet, social media, and smartphones. Naalala niyo pa ba mga millennials ang Friendster at MySpace? Those were the days. Millennials are like the bridge between the pre-digital to digital worlds. They've seen it all, from VHS tapes to Netflix, from landlines to smartphones. Their strength? Adaptability. They've learned to navigate the rapid changes in technology, which makes them versatile problem solvers in both personal and professional settings. On the flip side, Gen Z practically grew up with technology in their hands. Imagine being a toddler na marunong na mag-swipe sa tablet. They are the true digital natives. While millennials had to adopt, Gen Z was born into it. They're quick learners pagdating sa new platforms and apps, whether it's mastering TikTok dances or creating a viral content. Their strength lies in efficiency. They know how to make the most out of digital tools and they're great at multitasking. However, dahil nga sa sobrang dependent sila sa technology, they sometimes struggle with old school skills like face-to-face communication and critical thinking outside of the digital realm. Next, let's dive into the work ethic and values, where we see a major difference between the two generations. Millennials are often associated with hustle culture. They grew up in a time where the mantra was work hard, play hard. Many of them are willing to put in long hours to climb corporate ladder or achieve their entrepreneurial dreams. They've known for being resilient. Hindi sila basta-basta sumusuko kahit gaano kahirap ang challenges. They're the ones who survived the 2008 financial crisis and still managed to make a name for themselves. But there's a downside. This constant hustle has led to widespread burnout. A lot of millennials struggle with work-life balance because of the pressure to always be productive. Gen Z, however, has a different approach. They witnessed the negative effects of burnout from the millennials and decided to prioritize work-life balance and mental health. For them, it's not just about working hard, but working smart. They're more likely to seek jobs that align with their personal values and passions. Gen Z also values flexibility. They prefer remote work setups and freelance opportunities that allow them to maintain a balanced lifestyle. However, this emphasis on balance can sometimes be misinterpreted as a lack of ambition or drive. Gen Z is selective in their career choices, often prioritizing personal well-being over traditional measures of success. Now, let's talk about social awareness and activism, something both generations are passionate about, but in different ways. Millennials are often seen as the pioneers of social media activism. They were the ones who started using platforms like Twitter and Facebook to voice out concerns on issues like climate change, LGBTQ rights, and economic inequality. They're passionate and outspoken, often driving social change through grassroots movements. However, they're sometimes criticized for being too idealistic or even self-righteous, as their activism can sometimes come off as performative rather than effective. Gen Z took this foundation and ran with it. They've mastered the use of digital platforms not just to raise awareness, but to mobilize and create real change. Take, for example, the global climate strikes led by young people, or the way they've used TikTok to highlight social justice issues. They're quick to call out injustices and they don't shy away from controversial topics. But there's also a downside. This generation has been at the forefront of cancel culture, where someone's entire career or reputation can be jeopardized by a single mistake. While their activism is powerful, it can sometimes be divisive, leading to more polarization than unity. Let's shift gears and talk about lifestyle and leisure. Millennials are known for their love of experiences. They're often dubbed the experience generation. They value travel, concerts, and events more than material possessions. This generation is also big on nostalgia. They're the ones reviving vinyl records, film cameras, and retro fashion trends. Their spending habits are influenced by the idea that experiences over things bring more happiness. They love curating their lives through carefully selected experiences, often documented on social media for everyone to see. Gen Z, on the other hand, is more focused on creation rather than consumption. They are the content creators, where it's through YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. They are constantly producing and sharing their lives online. Unlike millennials who were more about curating perfect moments, Gen Z values authenticity and raw, unfiltered content. They're also more conscious consumers. They prefer sustainable brands and more likely to support ethical companies. However, their constant need to create and share can sometimes lead to issues like anxiety and self comparison, as they're always under the pressure to perform for their online audience. So, sino ba talaga ang better? Honestly, comparing different generation is irrelevant. Each generation has its own strengths and weaknesses, shaped by the unique challenges and opportunities of their times. Millennials bring adaptability, resilience, and love for experiences, while Gen Z offers efficiency, social awareness, and a strong sense of authenticity. Instead of pitting them against each other, we should recognize that both generations have a lot to offer. At the end of the day, ang mahalaga is that we respect each other's differences and learn from one another. Hindi naman competition ng buhay. It's about collaboration. Let's focus on building a better future together rather than dwelling on who's better or worse. Both generations have their own set of skills and perspective that complement each other. After all, ang tunay na strength lies in unity, not division. And that wraps up today's episode of Goody Addy's Point of View. Ano sa tingin niyo, Goodysens? Agree ba kayo sa mga points na na-mention? Or may mga strengths and weaknesses ba kung hindi nabanggit? I'm so excited to hear your thoughts. So share them in the comments below. And don't forget to share this video if you found it interesting. And of course, follow and subscribe our social media platforms for more content like this. Let's keep the conversation going. See you again in the next episode. Bye!